Hey, hello everybody. I don't know. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to hit the little notification bell. It happened again. What? I can't believe it. This is the first time this has ever happened in the history of crypto. Large companies continue to pretend like we should be surprised when they say that they're getting in the market. We have, according to legend, been hearing since around 2014 that these companies are getting into the space. The only people who seem to forget sometimes is like 70% of the cryptocurrency people, the people who are in the market, and I'm not really sure why. The other 30% pay attention, and they understand and they really get that Bitcoin is going to take over the world. I know it sounds like a joke, the same way it sounded like a joke in 2020 and in 2016, and also apparently in 2014 as well. The camera keeps doing a little like shuttery clickery thing. I don't know exactly what it is. Companies keep getting into the space. If you've missed the last 10 days or so of videos, shame on thee. Secondly, we've heard, I think, of like 3 or 4 countries, like literal countries, who are getting into the space, and a bunch of states within the United States and Canada. I don't remember. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening when it comes to this. So this news popped up. It was extremely popular, but it was one of those things where like, I don't even know what story to give you, where the company like made it seem as if they've never heard of Bitcoin before, and now they're getting into the space and they're pretending like we're supposed to pat them on the back when I believe and have believed for a number of years, these companies are already buying Bitcoin. They've been doing it for a while. It's similar like how we were just talking about. If you thought BlackRock only got into Bitcoin in January 2024, nope, you're horribly mistaken, because all these companies have been buying in the background for a while. This is who I think a lot of the actual whales are, but people get preoccupied by hearing about ETFs, and then they assume that that's the only way. Like, who do you think has been buying these coins all along? Why do you think there's barely any coins left? I mean, you hear about anyway, the point is, in the news today, Charles Schwab. Yeah. Charles Schwab is worth $7 trillion. That's trillion with a W. $7 trillion asset manager is looking to apparently get into cryptocurrency trading. What? That's so crazy. Remember in September when we heard, who was the other CEO? There was another CEO who went on to CNBC and he was like, I feel silly for not owning Bitcoin. And I was like, you're worth billions of dollars. You mean to tell me that your asset managers have no allocation into any ETFs and nothing of Bitcoin? It's also similar. I'm on a light ranting mode here. It's like similar to years ago, for those of you who didn't see it. A lot of companies, this is like 2020, 2021. A lot of companies were coming forward talking about how much Bitcoin they owned. And one of them was Coinbase. And Coinbase was like, yeah, we only have about like 3,000 Bitcoin. And I was like, what? You started in 2012. You guys were in Bitcoin since Bitcoin was $1. You mean to tell me you got hundreds of millions of dollars for financing to create a cryptocurrency exchange, and you only own 3,000 Bitcoin, which would have cost you $700, $800? Even if you go online and look now at charts and stuff of like, who owns the most Bitcoin? Coinbase is usually mentioned at the bottom of the list as only having 3,000. And I was like, you can lie to me sometimes, but not every single day. And it's just, so Charles Schwab has announced that they think it's like cool and hip to be in crypto. Like really, like this is like basically what they said. A lot of companies talk about like younger generations getting into the space, and basically they're trying to figure out like where the young money is going. We had this news in 2018, 19, and 20. A lot of research was being done. There's also like an old popular video. My leg is cold. Ow. There's like an old popular video from years ago where this guy's like walking through a mall and he's asking like 20 young people, like, where do you want to put your money? And everyone's like, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. Like, it's like a really weird video because everyone's kind of like not talking like humans. Everyone's like, well, I was thinking about mutual funds, but I was like, aren't you 13? Like, you don't know what any of these words actually are. So this is basically why a lot of these companies are moving in. The idea is the wealth transfer that keeps coming up, like the other wealth transfer, like the money, basically in nicer words, cascading down from older generations as they move on to the great beyond. And that's expected to be in like the trillions of dollars because of how rich some people actually are. So when that money, because we're seeing it now, like we're seeing a lot of the transferring beginning, a lot of that money has been sloshing into crypto. So therefore, BlackRock and Charles Schwab. Rick Wurster, Charles Schwab's corporate's president, that's a weird sentence, mentioned that the company wants to enter the spot crypto market once regulations are friendlier, basically alluding to the idea that January, February, and Marchuary are supposed to be the time period where the U.S. starts buying Bitcoin and crypto regulations become a lot betterer. We also recently had news as well that apparently the next, I don't know this guy's name, the next head of the SEC, I don't know if you saw it, it was really weird. The people from Coinbase and the people from Ripple basically stood up on a chair and started crying and singing and like clapping because they were like, this is amazing. We love this person. So this is why also, if you've been missing it in the news, why we've been seeing a lot more filings for Solana, XRP, and like mixed crypto ETFs, because basically the idea is that this person's going to kind of let everything through. So this is where also that is also coming from. In a recent interview on Wealth Bougie with Yahoo Finance, he said the company would also like to offer the crypto directly to customers as soon as regulations change. He said, you know what's even crazier? These people, like, imagine being so rich that you can sit in the room like with the president or someone and be like, no, not that one. Like, I want that regulation. No, that one, to make it perfectly good for you and your business to be able to like make more money. He said we would like to directly offer crypto and Schwab buys. What? Okay. Crypto market, which is this English? We would also like to directly offer crypto, and Schwab buys the crypto market, which takes a lot of the commissions out of the crypto area to create a better deal for clients. What is this? We've been waiting for the regulatory change environment in order to do that. Oh, that's even crazier if they've actually been waiting. So it is projected that next year this is the idea. Next year's meant to basically be like the craziest monetary year of your living existence, based off of interest rates being lowered, inflation going up, assets doing well, the US buying Bitcoin and other countries as well. I say it this way, last thought. All of that is already expected to get us to $500,000 to $1 million Bitcoin. It's just what's been in the news if you've been watching the last couple of videos. The secondary part is something that never entered into my head because I don't think about regulations too much because I'm not a $7 trillion company, is that there are a lot of companies the last year or two who are like sitting on the sidelines, who said that they're waiting for actual like crypto regulation and like monetary things to go on, but Gary Gensler would not give any of them. So it never entered my head that like we're going to also see like multiple billion-dollar and trillion-dollar companies enter the space as well. So that's going to be really fun when there's like actually no Bitcoin left for everyone out there, like I've been saying for a number of years, because it's expected that there's only several 100,000 Bitcoin that's actually left on cryptocurrency exchanges, and rich people keep buying all of it. So yeah, Charles Schwab is looking to enter into the space. I assume they're already in preliminary discussions with people in the White House or who will be in the White House or whatever is going on, because yeah, next year is going to be crazy. And I think a lot of people aren't prepared for it So it'll just be a nice surprise for everyone out there when you just wake up and you're making tons of money. But cool. Charles Schwab is looking to get into the space. And as I mentioned before, when another company like a year ago was getting into like crypto trading and stuff as well and offering it to their clients, they cannot offer it to you unless they already own it. So understand that this company is also probably already buying Bitcoin and will be buying even more in the next couple of months. That's something to always keep in mind. I do hope you've all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might. The computer is really warm. Wherever you might be, I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.